First 3 rounds, I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up. He headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course, he was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of the game. To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, but for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence Crawford has just shared his thoughts on being in the ring with Canelo Alvarez and eventually beating him. On the other hand, Robert Garcia expressed his belief that Crawford clearly won the fight, potentially taking 9 or 10 rounds out of the 12. He noted that one judge scored it close, but he disagreed, feeling Crawford dominated. Garcia explained his prediction of a Crawford win by decision before the show started, citing Crawford's hunger to make history and become a legend. In contrast, he felt Canelo had already accomplished too much and lacked the same drive, with his performance showing signs of slowing down, such as fighting flat-footed and throwing one punch at a time.
I think Crawford won 9, maybe 10 rounds out of the whole 12 rounds. One judge had it very close. I don't know why. I think Crawford clearly won. Right before the show started. I did the show we do with boxing scene, and at the end they told me, you have to say something. I said Crawford by decision, because the reason is because Crawford is hungry to make history, to become a legend. Canelo has already accomplished too much, has already done too much, and he wasn't. I don't see that hunger in him anymore. I don't see that those changes anymore. He fights flat-footed, throws one punch at a time. He's not fast anymore, and that's why I picked Crawford by decision.
Moreover, Evander Holyfield praised Crawford's performance against Canelo, noting that while both fighters are skilled, Crawford stood out for his superior technical abilities. Holyfield pointed out that Crawford, despite being the smaller man and lacking the same punching power as Canelo, demonstrated the necessary skills to dominate. He admitted that he thought Canelo might have been more likely to get knocked out if the fight came to that, but ultimately acknowledged Crawford's skill and mastery in the ring.
What did you think of Crawford's performance over Canelo?
It was super.
Super.
Because the thing is that when both of the guys are good.
Right.
I just think that when you have two guys, the smaller guy is a guy that don't have the punching power, but he has the skills that's necessary.
Crawford.
Yeah.
So you were very impressed with his performance, would you say?
Well, yeah. The point of the matter is, I knew if it came down to if somebody got knocked out, I thought Crawford would probably get knocked out.
Yeah.
But I know about boxing.
However, Terence Crawford reflected on his fight with Canelo, saying that he felt in control during the first 3 rounds. He believed Canelo was still trying to figure him out. When asked if he felt like he was frustrating Canelo, Crawford acknowledged that he could sense Canelo's frustration, noting that Canelo even resorted to lifting him up and headbutting him. Crawford emphasized that this kind of frustration is just part of the game, showing his mental toughness and focus throughout the fight.
I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up. He headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course, he was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of the game.
Crawford added that when he sets his sights on something and knows what he's capable of, it's not a surprise to him when he achieves it. He pointed out that it's more of a surprise to others because they didn't believe in him. For Crawford, he always believed in his abilities and knew he could succeed, but he just needed the opportunity to show it. His confidence and self-belief were key to his success.
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, but for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Furthermore, Abel Sanchez praised Terence Crawford for delivering a virtuoso performance in the fight. Although he felt the judges' scores were closer than they should have been, he acknowledged that Crawford had a great game plan and that his performance exceeded expectations, even including his own. Sanchez was surprised by the scoring, but maintained that Crawford looked outstanding in the ring, executing a strategy that was effective and impressive.
Terence fought a virtuoso fight. I thought the scores were a little tighter than they should have been, but I thought Terence and Bomac had
say that? I didn't hear you.
I thought the Terence, the scores on the fight were a little closer than they should have been.
Okay.
I thought Terence had a great game plan. Bomac put something together that few people expected, including myself. The scores were just the opposite of what I thought they were going to be, but Terence looked great.
Fernando Vargas admitted that he initially thought Crawford would have success early in the fight, but he believed Canelo's power and pressure would eventually overwhelm Crawford. However, Vargas acknowledged that Crawford proved him wrong, saying the fight played out much differently than he expected. He humbly admitted to eating his words for underestimating Crawford's ability to handle the challenge and dominate the fight.
Let me just tell you this, I thought that Crawford was going to have success early, but I just thought that the weight was going to be too much. It definitely wasn't. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. I ate my words up, you know what I mean? But
Oscar De La Hoya criticized the matchup, asserting that the result merely reinforced his initial prediction. He emphasized that Crawford's dominant display was anticipated and presented it as confirmation of his prior assessment, further validating his stance on the fight's outcome.
I told you, motherfucker. What did you just watch? I only speak the facts.
Lennox Lewis further lauded Terence Crawford, calling him a special fighter for achieving what few can. He observed Canelo Alvarez's frustration, particularly in the 8th round when he struggled to deal with Crawford's movement. Lewis explained that Canelo wanted to engage in a fight but couldn't break through Crawford's sharp defense and footwork. Regarding Canelo's next move, Lewis suggested he take a break before making any decisions about his future in boxing.
Special people can do these type of things, and Crawford is special, and he did it.
Champ, what do you make of the frustration? We saw in the 8th round, it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving well, and Crawford was moving too well.
What's next for Canelo, Lennox?
Holiday.
Hamza Shiraz hailed Crawford as one of the greatest after his win over Canelo, highlighting how composed and strong Crawford appeared, even absorbing punches without showing any visible signs of distress. He felt Crawford should stay at this weight since he looked comfortable, but at 38, Crawford has earned the right to decide when to retire. Shiraz also mentioned that Crawford now has complete control over his career and can make decisions on his terms moving forward.
It's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing. It's one of them things, God's got a greater plan.
Do you think it actually could still happen, you and Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see what happens.
Hamza, do you think Crawford will stay at the weight? He should stay at the weight.
I reckon he will stay at it because he looked good at it, he looked strong at it.
Did he seem hurt in there at all?
Nah, not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs.
Hamza, I want to apologize on behalf of Terence Crawford. He just messed up your bag, man.
I know, bro.
He messed up your bag. What's up?
You say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honor to share the ring with him.
Yeah, with Terence Crawford. Where should he go from that? From this, Hamza? He's 38. He can walk away, big bag. Performance of a lifetime.
He can do what he wants, bro. He can do what he wants. He's in a position where he can call the shots.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Crawford's victory as a smart and beautiful performance, carried out exactly as he had anticipated. He acknowledged Canelo's immense contributions to boxing and believed that Canelo could retire at any time, as his legacy is already cemented in the top 5. While Jones refrained from calling Crawford the greatest of all time, he placed him among the best in boxing history.
He boxed a beautiful performance, a beautiful night, kind of like I thought it would be. Took a page out of Eric Sunday Law's book and made it work for himself.
Would you like to see Canelo retire after that?
What Canelo want to do. Canelo been carrying boxing for the last 15 years. He deserves to do anything he want to do.
Terence Crawford's 37. Devin Haney said he thinks he would like him to retire. Do you agree with that statement?
He can do whatever he wants to do. He's been dominating for a long time too, so he can do whatever he wants to do. I would like to see him retire because it would be hard for anybody to top that, and they definitely put him on the top 5 list. and he'll be able to stay there because he hasn't been beaten.
Last question. Is Terence Crawford the greatest of all time?
Absolutely the greatest of all time.
Where does he rank?
I don't know, but he's not the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time.
Andre Ward commended Crawford for his outstanding performance at nearly 38 years old, stating that he fought precisely the kind of fight necessary to defeat Canelo. Ward declared Crawford the greatest fighter of his generation, recognizing Canelo's courage in taking the challenge and the efforts of those who organized the bout. While there were subtle indications of a size difference, Ward highlighted that Crawford's superior conditioning, strength, and power eliminated any real disadvantages, earning Canelo's respect.
Terence Crawford is a great performance, man. He's been doing this throughout the course of his career. The stakes were a lot different in this fight, a lot more danger. He had to fight that kind of fight in order to beat Canelo Alvarez tonight, and he did that at 37, but getting ready to be 38 years old. And he proved, like Max said, that he is the GOAT of this generation. Hats off to Canelo for taking the fight. He didn't have to take it. Hats off to Turkey Al-Sheikh for putting it together. Just a great night for boxing.
Yeah. How special a fighter is someone like Terence Crawford? There was no signs of a size disadvantage there. How special?
You can see it in spots, but it wasn't significant. And I didn't think it was going to be significant. And people call me crazy, but I've been around Terence. He's strong. He's got a wrestling background, and people don't realize that he's been boiling himself down all these years and still being successful, not having to do that. His condition seemed impeccable, and his strength was there, the power was there enough to get respect from Canelo. So what more can I say?
Blair Cobb celebrated Crawford's victory, emphasizing how completely Crawford dominated and delivered a one-sided beating to Canelo Alvarez, leaving no doubt about the outcome.
It's official. We seen Crawford lay the smackdown on Canelo. On Canelo who? He got a spanking.
James Prince referred to Crawford's victory over Canelo as a masterpiece, likening it to a Picasso painting. He questioned the 115-113 scorecard, emphasizing that Crawford finished strongly in the final rounds to secure the win. Prince believed Crawford's potential is limitless, suggesting he could even challenge heavyweights, but also noted that returning to 154 could allow Crawford to become a four-time undisputed champion. He added that Crawford's faith empowers him, making him invincible.
You know, I call it a Picasso painting. You know what I mean? I don't know what the judge was looking at with that 115, 113 shit, but I think Crawford knew them last two rounds, you know what I mean? He had to go in and like stamp the shit and make sure it was certified. Absolutely. But that 115, 113, that ain't the fight I saw.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Where does Crawford go from here, man? I mean, should he stay at 168 or should he go four times undisputed?
Crawford can go whoop the heavyweights if he wants. There's no limit to what he can do.
But if he went down to 154, he could be four-time undisputed. You know, he could fight those guys down there. He was just fighting there a year ago.
You know, I heard him say a couple words, man. He said God is with him.
That's
so
it.
God be for him, the world will be can't nobody beat him.
Devin Haney said Crawford beat Canelo with ease, making it clear that the result was no upset for those who truly understood boxing. Haney noted that Crawford executed the perfect strategy to secure the win and, while acknowledging the financial lure of a rematch, suggested Crawford should retire, having already achieved everything in boxing and earned the right to enjoy life with his family.
Say he beat him easy. Upset of a lifetime?
Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight. Yeah. It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought. And he fought the fight that he needed to fight to win.
Is that how you expect it to go? Do you want to see a rematch, Devin, or you think it was pretty clean?
Honestly, I know it's a lot of money in the rematch, but I want Bud to retire. He accomplished everything in boxing already. He made a lot of money. He should go spend time with his family and have some fun.
Abdullah Mason described Crawford's performance as perfect, stating that he did everything required to dominate Canelo, giving him only one round at most. He considered the victory a monumental achievement, providing Crawford with complete freedom in his future decisions, whether to stay at 168 and defend his title, move back to 154 for a four-time undisputed championship, or retire. Mason concluded that after this victory, Crawford has secured his place in the top 5 all time and is currently the best active fighter in boxing.
Crawford did everything he had to do. I feel like it was an amazing performance, and man, he did great.
Where does he go from here, man? Does he stay at 168 and defend those 4 belts, go back to 154, possibly become 4 times undisputed and fight everybody there?
You said what about that?
He can go down to 154 and become undisputed there now. He can go back.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he can do whatever he wants. You know, that was a huge accomplishment for him to fight Canelo and get the win. And he can do whatever way. He can retire, he can fight again, he can go down and be undisputed. You know, whatever the case may be.
And where do we rate him after this performance? I mean, he dominated Canelo. I might have given Canelo 1 round. But where do we rate him? In the top 5 all time?
He's a top active fighter right now.
Keyshawn Davis celebrated Crawford's victory as a huge moment in boxing, particularly for Crawford himself. He credited Crawford's speed and footwork as the decisive factors that Canelo couldn't match, noting that the scorecards were fair, but in his view, Crawford nearly won every round.
How they judged it? It was a good fight.
Yeah, what are your, I don't know, emotions, impressions of everything?
Hell of a joint, man. I'm happy for him. Super excited for him, man.
Yeah.
Shit was a hell of a night for us. What's up, bro? Yes, sir.
What do you think made the difference?
The speed, really.
Yeah.
I think it was the main factor. Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Teofimo Lopez stated that he had already predicted Crawford would edge the fight, but admitted Crawford exceeded his expectations by dominating and proving himself the better fighter. He observed that Canelo's footwork appeared heavy and slow, signaling a decline, while Crawford remained sharp and executed his plan flawlessly. Lopez emphasized that despite discussions about Canelo being past his prime, both fighters delivered a great show for the fans, with Crawford clearly earning the win. He added that a rematch would be Canelo's decision as the champion, but noted that Canelo has already secured his place in history, while Crawford continues to rise toward greatness.
I think I was right. I think I called it right, but I just said that he will edge it.
Yeah.
Nah, but he really showed out.
Yeah.
I was right though.
You said you said that Canelo's feet were very heavy, bro. In this fight, they look super heavy, bro. His feet, like I've never seen them like that, bro.
You just start seeing a fighter gradually start decreasing.
Yeah.
You see the other one resting long period of time, but that didn't give him an issue.
Bro,
so,
the word the fans are gonna use, oh, he was washed, but where's he at in terms of his prime? How can you gauge it?
Doesn't matter. We saw a great fight tonight. Did we not? That's all that matters. 2 guys risked it, and the better man won tonight. That was Crawford.
Terence got it right. Is there no need for a rematch, or do you want to see running back? Because it was pretty good, like you said.
No, it was pretty. Yeah, it was really good actually. So it's up to the jam. He's a jam. He can do whatever he wants.
What do you think happens with Canelo next after this?
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness.
Gabe Rosado gave full credit to Crawford, calling him the top pound-for-pound fighter after his victory over Canelo Alvarez. He acknowledged that this win placed Crawford in the conversation for all-time greatness and firmly believed Crawford belongs in that elite group.
Oh, shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah, fair game to Terence, man, right?
Oh, no, Terence is that bull, bro. He's pound for pound right now.
Yeah. Well,
he just beat Canelo, bro.
They were
like,
saying if he beats Canelo that it could possibly make him the all-time great, man. What does he land on that list after
Look, he's definitely on the list, bro.
Zab Judah remarked that Crawford made the fight look easy, almost stopping Canelo in the 11th round and leaving the ring unscathed, while Canelo's face showed clear signs of damage. He compared Crawford's performance to Floyd Mayweather's win over Canelo, but emphasized that Crawford was more aggressive, landing shots that no one had before. While still considering Canelo a great fighter, Judah suggested Canelo would need to regroup, rebuild, and take another shot moving forward.
He almost got the 11th-round stoppage.
Yeah.
I told y'all he is the monster.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Canelo's a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
But he made the fight look normal, guys.
Yeah.
He made it look normal. Canelo left out of face with his cherry red face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but didn't have a mark on him.
Comparable to Floyd's that was impressive on its own. I've different fighted different performances, but it's up there.
There's nobody that's ever done what Bud just done to Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He stepped a little more to Canelo than Floyd, right?
Nobody's ever hit Canelo like that before, ever.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Where's Canelo at, man? That's a tough loss, I would imagine.
Canelo's still great, man. Listen, man. He got to just go back to the drawing board, put it all back together, and just take another shot at it.
Yeah.
That's it for today's video. So what are your thoughts on this video? What do you think about Terence Crawford? We would love to hear your thoughts on this. So share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Also, check out our other videos on the screen right now.